Hello. In this short video, we're going to have a quick look at managing items in our shop. So first thing you need to do is log in. For me, that's here. So log in. And when you reach the back office, if you look down under e-commerce and select products. Okay, so there are already some items in this shop. Yours may be empty. To add a new one, you can select new, or you can click on one of the existing items to edit it. We'll create a new item. So the first thing you need to do is to give the product a name. Let's call this Woodbury Explorer. And this is going to be an event, so it will have a date. If you're selling items that don't have an event, like say a pair of trainers or something, or some other product, then you wouldn't set this checkbox and you wouldn't set a date. But in our case, it does have a date, and so we'll set the checkbox and we'll set the date to be, let's say, November the 30th at 10:30. 10:30. Done. And then the price, let's say it's £25. The retail price, just enter these all the same. These are for future enhancement. Stock level, so however many places you've got on the event, let's say 10. And bulk trade price, again, enter this as the same as the other prices. So your price basically set these all to be the same. So this will also be £25 per unit. And then the last thing we need to do is to select an image. So let's do that now. You can choose, so these are the images on our server. If you haven't got anything here, you can add a new one. So let's do that. Let's add one from our local file system. Choose files. And let's choose Explorer. And then click upload, which uploads that to the server. If we then cancel that, and this is the image we just uploaded, so select that and then click select, and that brings the path into our record, and all we need to do now is click save. Basically that's it. It should now appear with your list of the rest of your products. So we can see that now on the home page, rather through the shop. So let's just navigate to the shop. In our case, it's under here. And here's our Woodbury Explorer. We can look at the details of that. Okay, that's all we've got. It's the bare minimum at the moment. Woodbury Explorer, £25, 30th of November, 10:30 a.m. So we can now edit this in greater detail here. So let's do that. So we'll edit. Click the edit. We can change the image. We've got a link here that we can use. So this is a full HTML anchor link that you can paste into emails or newsletters, etc. It's just useful. We need to go into edit mode. So up here, choose or set the checkbox to edit inline, which activates all of these fields. We'll leave that as it is, and then down the bottom here, I've got some text here. I won't bother writing some new text. I'll just paste in what I've got here. Let's just paste that in, describing the event, and then let's add an additional image. So on the toolbar, I'm selecting this icon here. This is the image icon, browse our server images, and let's choose one additional image. Let's say choose something we haven't used. I don't think I've used this one, so let's choose that one. Select. Get rid of, just a tip here, get rid of the width and height, and now click to the Advanced tab, and in Style Sheet Classes enter IMG Responsive. And the reason for this is that when the image appears on mobile devices, it will size itself according to the size of the device. So it will figure it out how big it needs to be, rather than trying to have a fixed size. So IMG responsive on the Advanced tab under Style Sheet Classes, and on the Image Info tab, ensure that the width and the height have gone. So you've removed them, and then we'll say OK to that. And that puts the image down here. So now we've got, that's our header image. We've got the title. It's got a date and time. That's the date and time. Price is 25. The stock level is 10. The short description, say, come enjoy day out on Woodbury Common. And then finally, importantly, click this icon up here, which saves this content. We don't want to save the password. Okay, so did that actually save? Didn't see the message. Yeah, saved okay. Brill. So now let's go back to our shop, say continue shopping. And now if we click into the details, and we can see now the completed item. If so, by default, the shop will not allow you to will not allow more items than there is at stock level, but that can be, and how the shop behaves in this respect can be changed here. So if we go to the back office, choose Workspace, and click on Workspace Manager. You need to enter your password again. And the last item in this list is Workspace Configuration. And down here, we've got a couple of shop items. We've got the special instructions text, which appears in the checkout, whether these special instructions are required or not. And then we've got enable quantity override. So if you set this checkbox, then the effect is that even though you've got a stock level of, say, 10, as we've just created, more than 10 items will be allowed to be sold. It will override any stock quantity. But we're going to leave that as being unchecked, in which case, once all 10 are sold, no more will be available. If you make any changes, you'll then need to hit save. So we'll just hit save there, and it's saved. Close that. Close that. What else is there? I mean, that's basically it. So thank you very much. Thanks. Bye. So one final thing that we may want to look at is if your shop items are events. Let's go to the home page and navigate to our shop. Book here. You'll have this dash part, which is a list of your events. So I think this looks 2 months out, or 2 months in the past and 2 months into the future. So these correspond to items in your shop that are events. And if you click on one of them, you'll see a list of the people who have paid and their details. And you can drill down on one of these. So if we choose, say, this one, the first one, click on it. You can use this to check them in on the day. So you can set the checkbox, and you can change or add in the instructions that they left at the checkout, and then you can save that. Actually, it's worth mentioning, let's go back to that screen, you can also call them, or if you click on here, you can send them an email. Obviously, if you're using a phone, that will work. I'm on a PC here, so it won't work. So that's worth knowing. If you want to print this list out, then if you just right-click anywhere in the white space and choose Print, and then we can see here we've got a list that's paged and numbered, and you just send this to the printer. And if you don't think you're going to have a mobile signal, then possibly this will suffice as being your source of who should be attending, and you can sign them in, check them in, etc. You've got all their details on the day. I think that's it. Yeah, so thanks very much. Thanks for listening. Bye.